Oh, Mag Driver, we're back here live in the Poop Shoot Studios here. We took a break. We took a 1 week break here. We had some things we had to take care of here. Mag Driver had some Thanksgiving things to take care of here. We had to go hunting. We had to find a turkey. We had to baste the turkey. We had to unstuff the turkey. We had to restuff the turkey here. I don't like this song here at all. That's more like it here. That's more Mag Driver style music right there. We had to unstuff it, we had to restuff the turkey, then we had to baste the turkey, we had to eat the turkey, we had to have the mashed potatoes, the green bean casserole, the cranberry sauce, the sweet potatoes, we had that whole kit and caboodle. Even the Native Americans came, the Navajo tribe came to Mag Driver's all-out Thanksgiving feast here. But let's not waste any more time here. Let's get to the fantasy football show everyone's been waiting for now for 2 weeks here. So a lot of changes coming up here. We had a huge week last week here. It's been one of the best weeks in fantasy football history. If you ask Mag Driver here, if you ask the Pope here, it's the best we've ever had. But let's not get forward. Let's not mess around here. Let's go on to the power rankings here. A lot of changes this week here, and some people are going to ask the questions of why, Mag Driver. Why did you make this person last place? And why did you make this person first place? Why'd you put this person in the middle? Everything. Remember, these are my picks here. These are my rankings. This is what everyone wants to know here. You come here to watch my rankings here. You don't come to watch NFL.com rankings. You don't come here to watch Michael Fabiano's rankings. You don't come here for ESPN rankings. You definitely don't come here for WNBA rankings here. You come here for me. That's why Taiwan, Canada, Australia, and the United States, they all come here. Let's stop babbling here and let's get on with the power rankings here. Coming in dead last place here, we have a first timer in dead last place here. Losing for the first time. Ultimately, though, losing to Nate, the worst team in the Poop Shoot. Arguably the second worst team the Poop Shoot has ever seen. And Amanda, the best team, the best record, the best starts the Poop Shoot has ever seen. Nate dethroned Amanda, putting Amanda at number 12. Now, will Amanda stay at number 12? Absolutely not here. She has the best team here. But again, remember, these are Mag Driver rankings here. I make the spots. I put the teams where they gotta be here. And this week, it's number 12 here. Coming at number 11, no movement, is Michael here. Mike is on a 3-game losing streak. We will get to that later in the matchups here. Dropping 2 places at number 10 is Rob here. Rob has a very sliver of a chance of making the playoffs here. It needs a lot to happen here. A lot to happen. He's got, I believe, the 4th most points in the Fantasy Football League right now here. But he's got a 4-9 record to show for it. I'm sorry, a 4-8 record to show for it here. We'll get to that in a little bit here. Dropping 3 places again here is going to be Matt here. Matt was flirting the playoffs, maybe making it in here, but now Matt is jumped back down, falling back down to 9th place here. Jumping up 1 spot will be Ariana to 8th here. She's also in the playoff cusp, but we'll get on to all those 5 and 7 teams here. Jumping up 3 places is Monica here. Monica is... she's an enigma here. I still don't know what's going on with Amanda here, or what we're gonna do with her, but we'll see here. Coming in at 6th place, finally making the top 6 here, is Charlie, jumping up 1 spot here. Now dropping 2 spots is gonna be Mag Driver, myself, the Pope here. Eric is gonna stay at 4th place. Bitch is gonna actually move up 2 spots to number 3. Broderick moving up 1 spot to number 2, the highest point he's been all season here. And without further ado, the man who dethroned Amanda, the undefeated streak has been broken here, is none other than Vienna Beef, Wiener Breath Nate here. I heard that the Vienna Beef Factory and Gene and Jude's gave Nate the entire month of December off here. Fully paid here for dethroning Amanda here. Well, hell of a week by Nate here. Hell of a week here. Let's now get up to the matchups here. Matchup maybe of the week, maybe not so much anymore here, because I wanted to be the one to dethrone Amanda here, but we've got myself, Mag Driver, going up against here Amanda here. I'm on a 2-game losing streak. I'm about as desperate as a French hooker trying to make a buck here on the corner here. Amanda, and she finally lost here. She's back to reality now. Here's the deal though, her team, we got 3 players on a bye here. Darren Waller's injured. He's injured. Debo Samuel's injured, and then Christian McCaffrey is also done for the season here. Those are three big high-profile names that Amanda is missing. She's out of Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Jones on the bye here. Aaron Jones did come back last week. He only put up about 3 to 4 points here. So Aaron Jones, she's kind of been doing it without him for the last couple weeks here. But these 4 big profile names that she is out this week, it's going to be tough here. I'm going to get the W to myself, Mac Driver here. Then, the next matchup is Vienna Beef Wiener Breath going up against Eric here. Now, Vienna Beef Wiener Breath, this win last week was complete luck here. We all know that. I know that. The Vienna Beef Factory knows that. Gina Judes knows that here. Even God knows it. My dad and mother knows that. It was all a fluke here. Nate has 2 players currently in his lineup that are on a bye here. Eric trying to make that strong push into the playoffs here. He definitely needs to. Eric needs this win to give him some cushion for next week here. Eric is going to get the W here. Nate is going right back down here. Next one is Monica versus Mike here. Very intriguing matchup here because Monica's evidently on a 2-game winning streak here. I didn't know Monica had it in her to bounce 2 games in a row here. Mike, however, is on a 3-game losing streak and is trending down, down, and down, and down here. Mike more than likely still will make the playoffs here. He would need a full-on tilt to not make the playoffs here, but Monica is trying to make her case to the playoffs. We'll give the W to Monica this week here. Last 3 matchups of the week here. Broderick versus Ariana here. Broderick probably, arguably right now, with the injuries to Amanda and the bye week with Amanda, is arguably the pound for pound the best team in the poop shoot right now here. He has probably the best running back in the league, and it definitely should be the NFL MVP if he continues his role here, and that's Jonathan Taylor, the only relevant Wisconsin running back to come out of there in over 25 years here. Ariana broke her 4-game losing streak here, but we're going to give the dub to Broderick here. Very simple choice here. Best team overall, pound for pound. Then we have Charlie going up against Bitch here. Bitch is on a 3-game winning streak out of nowhere. He's came out like a fart here. A fart you didn't expect here. That's where Ryan has popped up at here. I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again here. Johnson, the wide receiver of the Pittsburgh Steelers, arguably the best up-and-coming player for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season and in fantasy football here. They took away Juju. He's gone. Chase Claypool is irrelevant this season. Johnson's the real deal here. Ryan with the victory. Solidified himself in the playoffs here. Last matchup of the week here is Rob versus Matt here. 2 teams that are trending down here. Rob is desperate for a win. More desperate than a French hooker. More desperate than an American hooker. More desperate than someone who is in human trafficking right now trying to get out here. Rob needs this victory here. This very well, Rob can still again EQ his way into the playoffs if again everyone has a full tilt. I've seen it happen before. It can happen. I do give Rob the victory here. So now let's talk about the key points of fantasy football this week here. There are 5 teams, yes you count them, 5 teams at 5-7 here. Myself, I am the leading pack at 5-7. Not saying that is too much to brag about here. Anything can happen in these final 2 weeks here. Anything can happen here. Every single win is crucial. Every single point is crucial here. Amanda lost here. You know, I gotta keep bringing this up here because Amanda has lost again, and she's lost. She was very close to going undefeated in the regular season, a feat that I thought never would be this close here, but again, Amanda did lost. Now, in the final 2 weeks here, again, 5 teams that are 5-7 here. The real playoff push is starting right now. Fuck you. I know, I had to give you the grief here. But now comes the real playoff push here, the final 2 weeks here. Who's in, who's out? It's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to points here. It's going to come down to that one piece of shit player that you did not start in week 3. That put up maybe 5 more extra points here. It's going to come down to the nitty gritty, folks, and we're all here for it here. And now some people have been asking here, Mac Driver, is Wednesday Mass going to continue in the playoffs? And I had to say, absolutely, it's going to continue into the playoffs here. We're going to be probably doing a Christmas special here. Santa Mac here. Santa Mac might make an appearance, might not make an appearance here. I don't know yet here. If all the viewership wants it here, Santa Mac will make an appearance. Ho ho ho, with my ho ho ho's, if you catch my drift here. Here's the open mic time. If anyone would like to say their piece or say their justaments here, I'll give it for 30 seconds. If not, we will conclude today's episode of Wednesday Mass. This will then conclude Week 13's Amazing episode of Wednesday Mass here. Again, the playoff push has begun here. Who's in? Who's out? I know there's no one to say anything. That's all their problem here. So here's the deal. Week 13 here. 2 weeks left here. We'll have a great week in the Poop Shoot Fantasy Football here. Go Nate.